I did notice I'm the only token Canadian, so I feel like there's a lot of pressure on me.
That's a good way to think. It's a good way to think. Only if you perform well under pressure. If not, then no pressure.
My whole life is that. Awesome. Let's go today. It's fine out of the gate. Woo! I've done this course a couple times. It's a thing. But I feel like it's going to be medium. Because there's such a long flat.
Yeah, but it just depends. I mean, if a big group, if they think they can split it with 25 or 30 guys, they'll go for it. So it's just really going to depend if people are going to chase the one guy that's going to go off, that's going to go crazy. So if they chase, it's going to make it rough. If everybody just, lets that one guy go and realizes we'll bring him back so easy that we'll be okay. It's going to be the key. So it'll just depend on how smart people race. There's a lot of... The good thing is there's 3 sprints essentially. One super long one, 2 quick ones, and then a nice hill at the end. Another 5-minute and 30-minute effort at the end. So hopefully they realize that. And don't go crazy at the start, so...
This hill only gets up to like 5-6% for most of it, and a lot of it's less than that. So it might be draftable if you can just hook it. Make sure you don't get gapped off.
Yeah. Yeah. Just.
If I remember correctly, is Propane a long sprint?
About
it's 3:30. Yeah, 3:30.
Yeah, that's pretty long.
It's a long one, and it's on cobbles, so it's going to be harder than usual. So if you got... you can, and I don't know if the steamroller is going to work or will help you on the aqueduct, but it might. So if you have it there, save it. We should get power up like right as we come out of the turn here. And then we should get another one right as we crest the hill. So if you get an arrow or something like that, go ahead and use it on the way up. The ghost isn't going to help you, obviously, and neither will the steamroller on the first portion, but...
Yeah, if you get the steamroller first, you're probably better off go ahead and use it than try to save it.
It's better to use the
hobby sprint.
I'd recommend you use the aero helmet on the way down as opposed to the way up. It's going to do you more benefit on the way down.
Yeah, use it before you get to that finish line, though. Before you get to the top of the hill, because you get another power up. You know what I'm saying? So if we get one right out of the gates and it's arrow, use it on the hill up, because we're going to get another one when we cross the banner at the top of the line.
Yeah, but if you use it right before the banner at the top, you will get another one, and you can use the one you have. So it does more good going down than it does going up.
Yep. Correct.
Okay.
Just make sure you hit it before you go through the banner. So. All right, guys, go on mute. Good luck, guys. Let's crush it tonight. Best we can.
Good luck, guys. Remember that steamroller is really good on that pave sprint. So that's
here that's going to flatten for about 100 meters. So just give it a nice push and then it'll flatten out a little bit. Alright, now I got about a quarter mile flat, not about 400 meters of flat before it starts picking up again. Now it's going to go up again for about a kilometer. Actually, about 400 meters is going to flatten again a little bit. Alright, we got 200 meters of flat, so relax and get to where you want to be in the pack for the next little burst at about 100 or more meters. Alright, another 400 meters up and then a couple hundred meters of flat. Here we go, last push, 800 meters to the top, 800 meters to the top. Alright, keep pushing. 400 meters, 400 meters. Let's start to level out a little bit. last little bump, last little bump. 200 meters to the corner. Once you hit that corner, it's going to start going downhill, and you can hit your power breath. You got it. Super tuck when you can and try and bunch back up. Alright, Micah's group, you're down by 3 seconds. You can get there. Gotta keep pushing though. Down to 2. Alright, Anthony, keep pushing it. You got this. Alright, Michael and Micah, you can get there. You got 3 seconds to get to your next group. You can make it a lot bigger, then you got a bigger chase. Sean's in this group too, so we got Sean, Michael, and Micah all together. And Anthony's about 15 seconds behind. You got about 7 to the big group. About 7 to the big group in front of y'all. All right, you got a nice group there, Anthony. Good job.
Yeah, I couldn't pull my power up at the top of that hill and fumbling. Like I'm used, ready for kind of a little mini sprint on the top there. And it's dropped off. Got lack of paying attention. This group's gonna kind of use the whole win, I imagine. It's like.
Hopefully there's a couple sprinters in there that you can chase behind and see if you can get some cream points. Looks like the front group's all back together and you're just starting your approach now. You got about 600 meters till the actual segment starts. Just keep pushing with it. Try and stick near the front because someone's going to break out and try and make a break for it. Don't go off the front here because the pack's going to catch you. Try and stick near the front as much as you can. You got one more turn, and that's going to start. Position, here it goes, here it goes. All right, push through the pack, Michael, you got this, come on now. Nice job, guys. Try and work your way back together on this downhill. Get as much rest as you can, because it's got another sprint coming up in a couple kilometers. Looks like there's a bit of a gap between the front group and the back group, but you should be able to hook back on. All right, stick with them, Ebbs. You can do this. You got this. Come on, man. About 500 meters to the start, 500 meters to the start. It's going to start right when you hit that wall. Right when you go in the wall into the town is when it starts. Steamroller, make sure you use it, power on through. Alright, Ebbs, just grab that wheel and stick with it. Now hopefully it's going to come back together. Hopefully it's going to come back together a bit. There's still about 46 y'all in that front group. So Ebbs and Micah, you got about 15 people behind you. 7-second gap, and they're trying to push it. All right, front group is easing off. Front group's easing off. They're averaging about 2.7 now, so you guys can catch them if you're in the second group. Nice job, Sean. I hadn't seen you were there too. Right now it's mainly flat for the next 10 or so kilometers. There's about 20 total meters climbing in the next 10 kilometers. Super flat. As much as you can, get some rest, recover. I'm gapping up, Michael, you got this.
What's the sprint start?
Sprint start is 21.9. 7.5 kilometers.
What was that sprint start again?
21.9.
I got a ghost. Try to use it. Jump the feeder. You said 21.9?
21.9. And you are not wearing
I
fire
see
socks,
him.
right?
Hey, I've seen a couple races earlier where it was 22.8, so be careful. It's going to be blind probably with the pack. So be ready at 22.8 if you need to.
I know when what is the distance of the sprint?
Oh, distance is 340.
Okay, thank you.
And you are not wearing fire socks, right, Sean?
That is correct.
Okay. And it's good to see everyone's watt balance is going up, and which means you guys are resting in the draft as much as you can, which is great. Is getting kind of stretched out. Make sure you're in front of where those gaps are starting to form. Somebody went off the front and he's holding 4.5. He's 7 seconds off the front. I don't know if he's really a or if he's just feeling crazy and you guys are gonna chase him down. Guess we'll see.
Steamroller if you got it.
Alright, the guy off the front just gave up. He's going too. He knows you caught him. So far, Ebb's got 10th and 1st across the line on the aqueduct, and those are our only points for preems. Getting close though, a little over 2 kilometers either way to the next sprint. Coming up on your last cobbled bridge.
How long is the sprint in time?
It's 340 meters, so 30 seconds, 20 seconds, probably about 20-25 seconds. Alright, you got about 3 going off the front because they think they can get the FA out, but the group's going to chase him down. Get ready for it. All right, here she comes. Go, 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 go. 20 seconds now, you got this. Push, push, push! Alright, fight through, you got this. Come on now, chase them. Almost there, you got this. Push, push, you got this. Nice. Whatever rest you can, because you've got about a kilometer to the hill. A little less than a kilometer to the hill. Grab a wheel and stick on as well as you can. Right up, that's the last wheel. You gotta grab something if you can.
You got top 10. That's all I had. I just finish this.
Sounds good.
Great job, bud.
Just finish however you can.
I'm gonna crawl across.
Absolutely. All right, Mike, about 300 meters till it flattens again. Nice job, Sean. The chasers are about a minute behind you, so all you gotta do is stay a minute ahead of them up this hill, which you can do even if you're crawling. You got this.
I wouldn't bet on that. I'll finish one way or the other. If I got that. If I got that PSN up there.
Mike, you got about 700 meters to the climb. You got about 700 meters till it starts climbing again. Alright, Ebbs, it's going to be flat for about 300 meters. It's about flat for about 300 meters. You got this now. Bit for about 600 meters, then it's going to be a zigzag, and it's going to flatten to the zigzag. That corner, that's going to get nice and flat. Alright, Ebbs, you can see that corner too. That's where it gets flat for 102 meters. Alright, you're about 800 meters to the top. 800 meters to the top, and then it's going to go down again. guys that are right behind you that are pushing pretty hard. Pushing 4 and 5 because they know they're almost done. They're not almost done. You gotta try and match them if you can. 400 meters to the top. 400 meters to the top. Give it all you got now.
Come on, Sean, make the top 50.
Stick their wheels if you can, Micah. Try and stick their wheels. Hard abs, 100 meters left, 100 meters left, and it's all downhill. 100 meters left. You're almost there. You're almost there now. Just down the other side. All right, Sean and Michael, you're almost there. About 300 meters to the top of this hill. Just about 300 meters and you got this. Sean, stick with this guy, and once you turn the corner, you got this. You got him on the downhill. Nice, nice, Sean. You got this. See if you and Michael can get 48, 49. Push, push, push. You got this. Come on, Michael. You can get this. Stick with him. Great job, y'all. Great job.
Nice work, Sean. Now you can do it.
That was the finish, right?
There wasn't. I'm cooked.
Did the finish banner show up for y'all?
Yes, that's the finish.
Okay,
yeah, that was the finish.
Because the progress bar on my screen says there's still 6.6 kilometers left when I'm watching y'all. That made me nervous. I wasn't going to say anything till you guys finished.
Mine says 22 kilometers.
Okay.
Hopefully we're all right.
All right.
Good job.
Maybe that's my distance.
Good PM.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, well done, Paul. Thank you, bud. That was a great job. Everybody in.
Anthony's out there.
Keep it up, Anthony. You got this, buddy.
Yeah, Anthony is just crested
Anthony is downhill to the finish.
Yeah, Anthony's just crested the hill now, and I think Sean's. I think Jason's a bit behind yet, but I think you're still there too.
Keep working, guys. Great job.
All right, Anthony. There you go. Nice.
Good effort tonight, guys. Keep pushing all the way to the line, Jason.
My thoughts exactly.
At least the backside's a nice downhill.
All right, nice finish, Jason.
Great job, guys. whole lot nicer this time than last time we went down this.
Yeah. Right.
I completely screwed up the aqueduct. I had the ghost, so I thought I'd go like super early. And, well, then I blew up halfway across the bridge, so there I was.
No. I didn't get anything there. Should have got a 4th in FTS on the second sprint.
So when I came through late,
Sean got 3rd
Mike was
FAL.
in 10th and Ebbs was in 4th, so I can imagine
That was
potentially that stands.
on the very last sprint. I think I got bumped out 11, but I should have got 4th on the second sprint in FTS.
Yes, yeah,
So-
yeah. You're 4th in the second sprint
that
FTS. No, that's
Ebbs,
Micah.
Ebbs should have got like 4th or 5th on the last
No.
sprint.
I think
Yeah.
I got 7.
I got
think
that.
7.
Yeah, Ebbs ended up in 7th, but Sean ended up in
That
4th.
was sweet. Great job.
Sean was 3rd FAL and 4th
in the marina.
FTS.
Good work.
The last one, right?
Mhm.
Great job. Awesome.
I knew I didn't have anything for the hill, and I thought, well, you know what, I've got the ghost. Let's see if it works. And sure enough, that thing actually works if you do it right.
That pace was just, I didn't have anything for that sprint. That pace was too fast. I was cooked by the time we got to the sprint.
You're talking about the last sprint?
Yeah, the very last sprint, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay, at least
you had the 10th place time.
Hey,
on the leaderboard.
at least you guys weren't the dummy who thought the first KOM was the KOM and then was cheering himself when I came first.
That's all right. I cheered for you too.
God, I looked good going over that first.
Oh, man. Great racing tonight, guys. Well done. That was a hard one. That was a hard start to the season.
That was horrible.
Hard start for the race too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, I was like all excited. I was with the back of the pack, going over the top of the hill, and then like everybody sprinted, and I was not with the back of the pack, and had to work all the way to the aqueduct. We caught on what, 600 meters before the climb started.
Yeah.
Me, Sean, and Dad. Good gosh.
Yeah, I got taken by surprise on that. I was midway through the pack and I eased up. I was trying to fire up that useless steamroller and I couldn't get to work. Next thing I look up, like, your dad rolled past me and there was no one else coming behind. I was like, oh man.
I got dropped on the next one trying to get rid of the steamroller.
Oh man.
I'm better off just to ride, not paying attention to anything else.
Yeah, same thing. I should have just rolled over. That just made for a kind of boring night tonight. Just no one was working. They were all holding up to see if they could get some sprint points or something. So
That's all right. At least it'll give us, so know how we stack up the rest of the season, and get some better, see who we really got to sprint against and what our options are at least. So
I got a 10 FAL on the last one. I think that's and then who else is in there? We have.
Hey Ebbs, did you get any FTS? I know Sean.
Yeah. I was just looking to see who the FAL for ATP. Sean got 3rd on the second on the marina, and
so the marina was the last one, the last sprint, right? Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was. Okay.
Yeah, just listed different.
I got the aqueduct. Actually, aqueduct. I got 10 on the.
Nice. Good
Nice.
job.
Yeah, but my time was horrible.
Sorry, at least you got a point.
I got fastest across the line here. Micah 4th on the first sprint. Sean 4th on the marina sprint. And Chris, never mind. Zeho Lee got a 4th on the last one.
That's all gone.
I got 7th on the marina.
Yep, got 7th
I got
there.
third FAL, 4th FTS, marina.
Well,
Great job,
All right.
guys.
Yeah, you guys got some
I screwed up that aqueduct. I should have been a top 3 on that. Sorry, guys.
That's all right. We live and we learn.
Okay.
Yeah,
We got some
that
points
should,
tonight.
heck yeah, boys. Great job. Well done.
Yeah.
Everybody finished strong as well, so that was should be a good, decent night to start off. Like I said, the big thing we were missing last season was the FTS and FAL, so if we can just keep with the strategy of, really going for those and being strategic with them, that'll really, that was basically the difference of being in the top 5 and not being in the top 5 last season. It was just straight up, we were just, missing some of the points just barely, so as long as we can stay healthy and use some decent strategy, I think we got a decent shot going top 5. Well, we'll see what everybody else scored tonight, and then we'll go from there.
Right.
So, but that's a good sign. And it looks like if that's the case, a lot of those guys don't have a whole lot of endurance. So that could bode well for those ones where we're doing multiple sprints over and over and over later in the season. So
That was a strange start. That started out slower than I thought it was going to go. I wonder if people were worried about getting dinged with that 5-minute power at all.
Well, I think also it really helped the pace that first segment wasn't timed. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe I missed that part of the conversation because I went nuts.
yes, I saw a guy. I was watching a stream earlier, and the guy was like, probably the first time he'd ever ridden that course or didn't know anything about it. And I was like, that's one thing we got to make sure that we never do is not know the segments. And the first time we're seeing the course is when we roll up on it on ZRL. We need to at least.
That was my bad. I got. Life stresses are.
That's all right.
I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
Life doesn't get in the way.
Yep. You can just take 10 minutes and watch it double speed on a previous race, just so you get an idea of the course, especially if you don't have time to ride it. That gives you at least some kind of insight of what's going on, and if you have time on race day to watch one of the previous streams, there's a ton of guys that stream like B3 on YouTube, B3 and other divisions, and that gives you some rough times of what the sprints are going to be, and kind of gives you a gauge of what the climbs and stuff are going to be like. Like, luckily, I think our climb was a little bit slower than a lot of the European ones, which is pretty normal.
Yep.
So that helped out a lot. But basically, the groups catching back up and all that stuff was basically identical as what was happening earlier. So, but I said at least just try to review it, sometime during the week. Don't have to ride it, but just watch a quick stream on your phone or something. If you got 10 minutes, put it in double speed, just get an idea.
I can say that was all bad, but I'm going to tell you right now, when I was cruising down, I was just sitting with the front pack, so my life wasn't so bad. I was like, hey, okay, at least I'm here.
That's right. That is right. That's the big thing to remember, guys. This is all supposed to be fun, so don't let this stress you out. This is supposed to be a stress reliever, so never come into this with, stressed out about how you're going to do it. So that's not the goal of what we're doing.
What's the next course?
Next course is the TTT. It's the course that we did. It's the Greater London Flat. It was the herd race this last weekend. Mike and I did.
Oh, that one hurt.
Yeah, 2 laps of it though for TTT.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be easier than when we rode it on Saturday morning. We'll see.
Yeah, we won't be chasing A's.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how the points fall out. Great job tonight, guys. Awesome racing.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. There we go.
Well done, guys.
Good shower.
You guys.
Well done.
Great race.
Thank you, Paul, once again. Great job, buddy. That was awesome. Awesome DS work.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Nice of you to watch those guys there in the back. I appreciate it.
That was super helpful to call out those where the climbs and all that stuff, especially on that first way up that climb. That really helped me break it down more than just one straight climb. So thank you.
All right, let's see if their results are up yet. We'll see. Looks like they are. Right now, looks like we got 8th place. I'm not sure how final that is.
Does that show any? I wonder if that's FTS points included in there too. Probably it may be because we had a bunch of guys finish probably. So that was 14 points. Ebbs should have been 14. Were we the top 2 finishers? Me and Ebbs.
Yeah, you and Ebs are at 14 points. Sean's at 13 because he's got 8 for FAL, 7 FA. Yes, well, yeah. So total, yeah.
So he should have, like, we should have right many. So they might only be counting finish points right now. May not have FTS.
No, sorry. It's got the total has you at 19, or sorry, Ebs at 19, you at 21, Sean at 28, your dad at 13, and yeah, so it's got FAL and FTS in there. And so we were at 99. 7th place was 103, so it was right there. 9th place was at 76, so there's a big gap right after us.
All right.
But I'm not sure that has everybody else we in. But yeah, so it looks like we did pretty good overall. We're right there. There's a big cluster of teams.
Yeah, for having the climbs in there, I think that was pretty decent.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was if we didn't have the climbs there, we would have done really well. But like I said, those climbs just I mean, I dropped probably 4 to 10 positions on that last, well, going through the sprint, like before we started the climb, I was up to like 9th. But like I said, I just don't have the FTF power to hold on those hills like that, especially at the end there.
Yeah, but still, I mean, we did pretty well.
Well, the good thing is we scored some FTS and FAL points, so it's going to be big, having the confidence, especially with Ebbs and then Sean too, having the confidence to go for those FTS and FAL points. That's going to be big, you know what I'm saying? I think, just give them, so that means we can sprint with them, so. Yeah. Man, just out of there. That's all right. It's a good start to the season. I think we started a little bit lower than that last season, didn't we? And then had to claw our way back, so.
I think we were 11th at our first race last season, so we were definitely better.
Yeah, I like to start off with those climbing races.
Yeah.
really put the hurting on us. So.
Well, I mean, this is still much better than Climber's Gambit with that ending with that 25-minute climb. That was a bear.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Well, the big thing on that one is we didn't push for any sprints. We should have put more emphasis on that JWB sprint in that one last season. Where you hit that first before you went into Titans or anything.
Yeah. I remember I was there and I was like halfway through the bridge. I was in second place, and I was like, I gotta not kill myself so I can hang on and survive to the end. But I got dropped anyway, so I should have sprinted for it, get some points.
Yeah, and those, like in that situation where it's a big climb and you're going to lose positions either way, so you might as well just go all out in the areas you can score. That's just what we got to focus on. Is just just like tonight, that was perfect for Sean. To go all out in that because those big points. Because he knew he wasn't going to go hold on the hill. So that was perfect strategy by him. So
absolutely.
So you racing anything this weekend?
I don't know. I'm probably gonna do the herd race again, and other than that, I'll have to see.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do because I'm still at C. So to help out the team, I might try to do a C plus race in that world cycling ranking thing this weekend or on Friday, just to do it, just to try to score some points for the team, and then try to do the other one on Saturday sometime, the herd race. That one's like, what is that, Three Sisters, or is that, no, it's the Epic, like just the climb, I think.
It's something like that, yeah. It's a little bit leading up into that.
I'm like, no, man, that doesn't sound fun.
That is not one I'm going to stick with the group on.
Nah, that was one of the 3 I picked that I could miss out of the 20. It's like 20 out of 23 races. There's that one, and there's 2 other hilly ones. I was like, I can skip that one. So we'll see how many people are doing it. If we have 5, I may skip that one. So we'll see.
I've been doing the Climbers Gambit races, but this weekend the Climbers Gambit race is the Innsbruck KOM, and I cannot do Epic. I can't do Epic and Innsbruck back to back the way I've been doing those the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. How's your calf doing?
It's fine. It as of yesterday, it's better. Yeah.
That's good. Just take it easy. We definitely will need you for the time trial. That's for sure. So we'll see. Is everybody good to race for the time trial that you know of?
I think so. Yeah.
I think everybody was good on their watch call.
I I think on the schedule, everyone was good every week except there was 1 week when Anthony Mike was questionable. So I think we're
second to last week. Yeah. Very good. Sounds like a plan. So
right.
I'm sure I'll catch up with you this weekend. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Great job tonight. Thank you.